Hey Queens, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to talk about standards and boundaries. What are they? What's the difference between them? So go ahead and get your crown, put it on, and let's talk about it. Okay, standards and boundaries. So when you first think about it, it's easy to get them kind of like mixed up and confused and exchange one for the other and use them interchangeably, but really they are two different things. And so I'm really just going to break it down um, off the top of my head based on the understanding that I have. And I like to make things very simple and easy for you to understand, because if it's easy for you to understand, then you can easily apply it to your life. So standards, when I think of a standard is, I would say, like a requirement that someone needs to meet in order to be in your life or for you to have a relationship with. And remember, standards are for all relationships, not just romantic relationships. So family relationships, friendships, and romantic relationships. So a standard, like I said, is a requirement. Do you meet these requirements? Think about it like a job. When you want to apply for a job, what's the first thing that you do? If you're wise, you go ahead and look at the requirements, because it has a list of requirements, and it may be called something else. If it is, let me know in the comments. Of conditions that you need to meet. It may be having prior experience, a certain amount of number of years experience, a certain amount of training, a certain level of education, a certain amount of background that you might have to have to meet the conditions for applying for that job. And you see, that's just before you apply, you need to have this. So same thing when we have relationships with other people, we need to have the same kind of requirements, and not like, oh, I'm better than you, you need to have six figures, you need to be tall, you need to be not that kind, not shallow. Standards are not shallow, those are preferences. Okay, there's a difference, Queen. So when we think about a standard, think of it like, my standard is that the people I have relationships with, they don't smoke. I don't like smoking. I can't tolerate smoking. I'm very sensitive to it, and I don't like it. So if you smoke, then hey, I might say hi to you, might be associated at work or something like that, but we can't have really a close relationship, because it's really going to affect me, and it's going to affect my ability to have the relationship that I would like to have with you. That's the standard. Let's see, another example of a standard would be consistency. If you want to be in my life, whether it's a friendship or a romantic relationship, I'm going to need you to be consistent. Do you have to call me every day? No. Do we have to spend time together every week if you were just friends? No, not necessarily, because we all have life. But I do need to know, you do need to communicate with me and be consistent with me, so that I know that you're interested in having a relationship with me and that it's not one-sided. So consistency, that is another standard. Another one for a romantic relationship, faithfulness. If you want to be in a relationship with me, you need to be faithful. I expect that from you. You probably expect that from me. That is the standard that I have. If you cannot meet those standards, then hey, if you want an open relationship or you want a polygamous relationship, we're not for each other. You know what I mean? So that kind of thing. Does that help y'all, Queens? I hope it does. If it helps you, put a heart or a thumbs up in the comment with the standards. Okay, and so boundaries, when we get to boundaries. A boundary, if you just think of it as like a line, just imagine you're at the beach and you have a person on that one side and a person on the other side, and you draw a line right down the middle. And so you're like, as long as you don't cross this line, everything's gonna be okay. We're gonna have a good relationship. I respect you, you respect me. I honor you, you honor me. That's what a boundary is. And it's kind of not hard, but like, no one can create boundaries for you, because they're based on your life experience, what's okay and acceptable to you or not acceptable. And boundaries, in the most simplest term, is the things that you're comfortable with and how you expect to be treated by others. So let's see an example. A boundary. I want to be talked to with respect. So that means you will not curse at me. You will not raise your voice at me and yell at me, or belittle me and talk down to me. So that's a boundary that I have. If you want to have a relationship with me, then I expect you to talk to me with respect. Whether you're upset, whether you're disappointed, whether you're frustrated, we're two adults. You should be able to come to me and talk to me in a respectful way, and I will do the same thing for you, but it needs to be mutual. That is the boundary. That's one of the boundaries that I have. Another one could be, let's see. Yeah, and if y'all have some ideas, put them down in the comments so we can help people clarify. Remember, this is a community, so we can share with each other as well. And so if you have any definition that you have of a standard or boundary, put it down, because it all helps us to get a good understanding of, what it means, so we can create a bigger picture together. But like I said, another boundary is that let's see. Let me just think about my own life. And you can also put your boundaries in the comments too. Put one, and that would be helpful and help other people to create boundaries for themselves as well, y'all. So another boundary would be like being honest, not lying. So if someone doesn't lie, you expect them to be honest. And that can be kind of like a standard and like a boundary at the same time too. And so, but here's that line again. So if you lie to me, okay, I have a boundary that the people I have relationships with are honest with me, and that they don't lie to me. So if you cannot be honest with me, then we cannot be friends, or we cannot have a relationship together, because that is something that I cannot and will not tolerate. So, and that's one way that you can communicate your boundaries. And a lot of times we don't even know we have boundaries until someone crosses them and really offends us. And we're really offended because we think the person should have known better. And a lot of times they probably do know better, but also because we never communicated that boundary as well. And so we have to get better at doing that. And first, just speaking up, because like I said, sometimes we don't even know it's there until we experience it. So you need to be in your relationships, be comfortable and free enough to communicate the boundary, and that when someone crosses your boundary, and to let them know that, hey, this is a deal breaker. If you cannot do this, if you will not do that, then it shows you don't have respect for me, and that we cannot continue this relationship, because it's just not going to work. I'm not going to be happy. You're not going to be happy. We're going to be butting each other's head, because we just have two different opinions and two different ways of just doing life. And so it's just not going to be okay. It's just not going to work. And we have to be okay with that. If we say that we're going to have self-love, if we're going to value ourselves and honor ourselves, we have to be okay with other people choosing not to honor and value us as well. And that ain't fun. Like, we want everyone to love us and be like, oh, I love you. You're good. You're awesome. You're amazing. But what, everyone's not going to feel that way. Some people just got their own stuff. They got their own stank trash. And they're just like, I don't want to. I could, but I ain't going to. I don't know why, I'm just not going to. Yeah, la, 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 la. I don't hear you. And some people will give you lip service. They will say, oh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I offended you. I'm so sorry I hurt your feelings. I'm going to do better. And they will continue to cross your boundaries. They'll continue to be disrespectful. And it's up to you, because I've had this experience being married, in relationships, and it's the most disrespectful thing. But you know what? When someone shows you they don't respect you and honor you, there's nothing that you can do to make them do it. You can't love them more. You can't nag them more. You can't convince them that you deserve this. This is my right. If you just did this, then we'd be okay. If they wanted to be okay with you, they would do it. But some people are so selfish. Some people are so self-centered, narcissistic, and selfish that they don't care about offending you. They don't care if you get upset. As long as you stick by them, that's what they care about. As long as they get what they need from you, they're okay. They're okay with you never getting what you need. They're okay with you not being happy, as long as they're happy. And that's why I really stress this to you queens, you women, because we put up with so much. We have such a high tolerance level. But we're not supposed to have high tolerance for disrespect. We're not supposed to have high tolerance for people who just spit in our faces and are just like, do you want some more? Do you want some more? Did you like that? Do you need it a little more wetter? Like, okay, oh, whoa. Okay, I'm gonna come deal with it in a second. Oh, and Jojo, no. Be quiet and get in this house and come in quietly. Yeah, this is why I don't be doing a lot of videos like I want to with my kids. They just, as soon as I get on the video, they like, Mama, let me go do something. But anyway, I'm on a video. You're gonna hold on a second and wait. I'm almost done. I'm 10 minutes in. But some people just will not be okay with respecting you because they have no respect for themselves. I gotta get this kid because they acting up and yeah. Gotta go be mama, but I love y'all. So standards and boundaries, what are they? Watch this again. And then let's start creating our own standards and boundaries. Let's see what that looks like when we create them for ourselves. So that will probably be my next video. If you like this, you liked it. Come on now, you liked it. If you got here, you liked this video. And if you didn't, what you on my channel for? If you don't go somewhere and get off my channel, okay? If you don't support, get up out of here because you don't belong here. You don't belong here, okay? We don't do that here. We support and we love and we value each other here. So if you don't love and support and value me, then you ain't got no business on the channel, okay? But to y'all who do, I love y'all. Y'all is awesome and amazing. And you can do it, whatever you've gone through. It's going to be all right, queen. I love you. Give yourself a hug. Buy yourself some flowers. Take yourself out to eat. Do what you need to do. And keep loving yourself. Stop letting disrespectful people be in your life and take up your space, okay? Love yourself. Love yourself again. Love yourself again. Love yourself again. I know you played the fool. Girl, I played it too. Love yourself again. If you haven't got the series, go ahead and get it. 3-part series, Love Yourself Again on Amazon. I got the sequel coming out this fall called Love Yourself Again. And we're going to talk about how to set standards and create boundaries and stop being a doormat, okay? If y'all need that, it's going to be ready for y'all. It's going to be fire, okay? I love y'all, queens. Till next time, like, share, and I'll see you later.